Hello and welcome back to Beyond the Football Zone and to a weekend review, reviewing all the Premier League fixtures from this past weekend. Starting off with Man City defeating Wolves 1-0 on Friday night. And yeah, it's Kevin De Bruyne in the 35th minute who gave City the win. And yeah, a big win for City. They're now third in the league. And you know, I'd say looking pretty solid for a Champions League race. It's not over yet, but 3 points above Forest. I think they'll be pleased with the position they're in at the moment, definitely. But moving on then to Wolves, who, yeah, have been on a great run, but in the end, couldn't get it done. It's always going to be a tough game, but, you know, they did have their chances. Villa defeated Fulham 1-0 at Villa Park, and it was a Tielemans goal in the 12th minute. And yeah, I think Fulham will be wondering how they didn't really come away with anything from this game. It'll be deeply frustrating for them. Obviously, they're in such a tight battle for that final Conference League place, and yeah, a result like this can be damaging. But Villa, you know, big win for them, keeps them in touch with the Champions League race. They've just got to stay in touch and hope others slip up. It's looking like a long shot, but you never know, we'll have to see. It was the old Crapico, as it's been dubbed, at the King Power, as Leicester defeated hapless Southampton 2-0. Jamie Vardy in the 17th minute and Jordan Ayew in the 44th minute with the goals for Leicester. And yeah, to be honest, Leicester deserved it. They were the better team here. I think their first goal scored at the King Power since like November or something ridiculous. But yeah, the Vardy farewell tour has started going well. So yeah, obviously, it's not really going to save their season or whatever, but it's a good result for them. Hopefully, they can start building the tiniest bit of momentum, I guess, heading into next year. But for Southampton, yeah, that 11 points, they just can't get off it, can they? But moving on into Everton 2, Ipswich 2 at Goodison Park, and it was Beto and McNeil who scored Everton's goals to put them 2-0 up. And you thought they'd maybe cruise it from there, but it was Cisco and Hurst in the 79th minute who equalised for Ipswich. And yeah, in the end, I'd say maybe George for a result. Maybe if anything, Ipswich could have nicked the winner. A disappointing collapse for Everton. I think they're really expecting to win that game last Saturday 3 o'clock. Goodison, so shame for it to win like that. But for Ipswich, I think it's good fight back performance, but maybe just showed it a bit too late. Arsenal suffered a shock defeat at home to Bournemouth 2-1. It was Declan Rice who gave Arsenal in the 34th minute before Hutchinson and Evan Anderson gave Bournemouth the goals. And yeah, a shock result. I didn't see it really thick coming. I thought Arsenal, you know, were really controlling the game, to be honest. But yeah, Bournemouth, fair play to them, come fighting back, gone on a bit of a run, and it's left them in a good position to maybe nick that Conference League space, providing, of course, Palace don't win the FA Cup. And yeah, what a turnaround that'd be from them. And, you know, Bournemouth fans, I think now definitely will be dreaming of European football. West Ham drew 1-1 with Tottenham at the London Stadium, and it was obviously a heavy change Tottenham with the focus on the Europa League. It was Alderweireld in the 15th minute and Bowen in the 28th minute made it 1-1. But yeah, West Ham really went for this in the end, to be honest. And yeah, I think they'll be frustrated not to win, considering the side that Spurs went out. They had better of the game, like I say, but in the end couldn't really break through. But I think Tottenham, considering the squad they put out, they'll probably be happy with a point. It was Brighton 1, Newcastle 1 at the Amex on Sunday. It was Minter in the 28th minute who gave Brighton the lead before Isak slotted a late penalty home to make it 1-1. And Newcastle dominated this game, probably disappointed not to win. But, you know, it's a valuable point. It just about keeps them in those Champions League positions, which is, of course, what they're going for. But I think maybe they will see it as 2 points drop. But for Brighton, just keeps them in that incredibly tight race for that, last Conference League spot. Moving on then to Manchester United, and they were edged out in a thriller 4-3 against Brentford. And yeah, what a fantastic game this was, you'd have to say. Brentford on a great little run, but it was Mount who gave Manchester United a lead before an own goal from Shaw, and Sade made it 2-1. Sade made it 3-1. Wissa made it 4-1, and a late comeback from United. But in the end, it was all in vain. Brentford holding on for the win. And yeah, I think with their remaining fixtures, they're in a great spot for that Conference League race. It's going to be so intriguing to see how it all works out. But yeah, more pain for Manchester United. Chelsea defeated the new champions Liverpool 3-1 at the Stamford Bridge, and it was Fernandes in the 3rd minute who gave Chelsea the lead, and a Quansah goal made it 2-0, a comical own goal that one, before Van Dijk pulled one back, but a late penalty from Cole Palmer sealed the deal for Chelsea, and a deserved win for them. I don't know if Liverpool maybe probably haven't been training as much or whatever, celebrating with the title, who knows, but a big win for Chelsea for their Champions League prospects. They'll be absolutely delighted with that. So yeah, big win for them. Moving on into Crystal Palace 1, Forest 1 on Monday night. It was Eze in the 60th minute who gave Palace the lead from the spot, and Murillo equalised. But yeah, Palace were the best team here and really should have won. But Forest, for me, it just seems like they're running out of steam. Just totally the wrong time of the season. They're doing it now. And yeah, I think if anything, they may well be forced to settle for the Europa League unless they can find some form quickly. But I think disappointing away it's panned out for them. Palace probably going to be a bit too fast to launch push for that Conference League spot. All our eyes will be on the FA Cup final. But yeah, for Forest, a disappointing result. Moving on into a preview of the European action this week for the English clubs. And yeah, starting with PSG against Arsenal. Dembele back for PSG, and PSG of course going into that 1-0 advantage. For what I've seen of PSG this year, they've been so impressive. So yeah, personally, I'm not sure really if Arsenal are going to be able to turn it around. They're going to have to put in a similar performance to what we saw from them at the Bernabeu. Who knows? We'll have to see. But I think, yeah, PSG will probably go through there. Chelsea, in the Conference League, you'd expect them to cruise through based on the scoreline. And, Manchester United and Tottenham, you'd probably expect the same. But you never know with them, really, do you? But yeah, I'm going to say Tottenham and Manchester United both will get through, set up as two teams who had a very disappointing season, going for a Champions League spot and a trophy, and Chelsea to get through as well. But Arsenal, I just don't think they have enough to turn it around in Paris.
Anyway guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily football news, meme and content. Subscribe for our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.